Hey, and welcome back. Welcome to this video. So what we're going to get done in this video is to really help you come up with exactly what to say in your content. So what you're looking at right now is a video of the slides that are in a worksheet that I have available for you for download. All right, so just go through this with me now, but know that you can print out this very worksheet I'm referencing in this video. So the purpose of what we're doing in this specific worksheet is to really help you map out every milestone that your prospect must pass through in order to escape and arrive, and specifically find the most important ones as they relate to you. Because one thing that you might realize is, oh my gosh, a lot of this stuff I don't want to mess with. Well, that's normal, okay? So let me give you an example. Here's an example of a global framework showing all the milestones for an existing business owner who wants to go from not selling online to selling online. So we just did this, right, in the earlier video in this very module. So the person's got to set up a website, accept payments, and all of that kind of stuff. Now, notice, we're just mapping out the big picture here. We're not listing all the details of every milestone, such as set up website. We're just listing the milestones themselves. We're at the global level here, right? So in the earlier video, I showed you how to do global and the milestone level. We're just focusing on the global level. So we don't have to build content around every single milestone. It might not be in your area of expertise, right? So a lot of the stuff I talked about in that last video was technical stuff. That's not my area of expertise. I wouldn't start doing stuff around that. It doesn't make sense for me. But here's the deal. We do need to know what every milestone is so we can better relate to our prospects' needs and be of better help to them. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the details for the milestones we want to create content for when we get to the milestone level. So what all of this means is, in this next little step here, we're just talking about the global level, okay? So I want you to use the template on your next page to brainstorm your global framework. So have a look here. So we're about to see a template. So what I want you to do is kind of mimic what I've created here. Okay, so I have the person escaping from not having a website to arriving to having a website that actually sells stuff. Here's all the stuff, the major milestones he's got to pass through in order. Okay, what I want you to do is really quickly with me, just go and map it out on this worksheet, right? So fill in what he wants to escape from, or she, where she wants to arrive, and then just write out the major milestones that they want to go through. They're going to need to go through, rather. And don't worry, you don't have to be an expert in every milestone. In fact, this is to help you identify your best areas of work with them. So in the worksheet, I've given you several extra copies as well here to kind of play around with. Go ahead and use one of those extra copies. We're going to use the others for something else. And of course, if you need to print out more, you're okay to do it. All right, so go ahead, pause this video, just map this stuff out real quick. It should be fairly easy. You don't have to know the answers to all the milestones. You're totally cool, right? You're okay, but just map out all the major things they have to do to escape from where they don't want to be and arrive to the results that they want to get. All right, so pause it, go ahead, knock that out. Don't make me do Tony Robbins on you. Remember those old tapes where he used to do, be like, if you're listening to this tape right now, go ahead, do the exercise. Come on. That was awesome. So I won't do that, although I kind of just did just by imitating him. Okay, so you've paused it now. You've done this little exercise. Not a big deal. Here's where this starts to get really easy. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is just circle the 3 most important milestones that you might create content around. So let me give you an example. Back to the original. Right? Here's the global escape and arrival framework for someone who is not selling stuff online. Person's got a business, he's not selling stuff online, and he wants to arrive to selling online. Now you notice I've got all these milestones: set up website, accept payments. Man, that's not my area of expertise, right? And then over here I've got traffic, I've got analytics. That's not my area of expertise. He's got to have them. But I'm not going to be any good helping somebody with that kind of stuff. I'm not a technical person, right? So notice I've circled 3 primary areas here. Well, these 3 areas for me, this is my area of expertise, right? I can tell them how to lay out and do the marketing pages, right? I know a good layout versus a bad layout. I know all manner of stuff, all kind of hacks and tweaks and things about marketing pages, when you should use them, what's appropriate in what context, all that kind of stuff. I know all about the marketing messaging, probably that more than anything, right? What to say on the pages, what to say in the videos, right? Copy, things like that. And automation, hardcore into automation. Personally, I'm super hardcore into automation. I created and coined the whole term behavioral dynamic response, right? Specifically about the automation of marketing funnels. So here's the thing. on your global escape and arrival framework here, I want you to choose the big 3 areas, because these 3 areas, these are your 3 pillars I was talking about earlier. We're going to build magnetic messaging around 3 major areas. Well, this is how you find them, right? So now we know that every article and piece of content is going to be about these 3 topics. So have a look, okay? So let's say I'm choosing this pillar number 1, which is the marketing pages milestone, right? So that's one of my areas of expertise. So I can create content around marketing pages and marketing related web pages forever. Well, here's how you figure out what to actually create your content around. It's the exact same process. We're now doing the milestone level, right? So I would start with, he wants to escape from having bad marketing pages and he wants to arrive at having good marketing pages. Well, what's all the stuff between there? Well, he's got to have good opt-in copy if he's got opt-in pages, right? We got to figure that out. We got to figure out opt-in layout. I mean, you could have okay copy, but the layout could be terrible. Layout's super important in terms of marketing pages, right? We could talk about long-form copy, how to lay that out, how to make it look cool, right? We could talk about the VSL copy. How do you do a VSL? Are you direct to camera? What's the optimal length of it? How big do you make the video? Do you make it autoplay? What do you do at the last frame of the video? All that kind of stuff, right? I could do the same escape and arrival framework about marketing messaging, right? Where to use hypnotic NLPs, how to do open hypnotic NLPs, as if NLPs are plural, how to do open loops, how to use presupposition in your copy, how to grab their attention, how to do pattern interruption, 12 different ways to close a sale after you have made the pitch, the ultimate offer structure, right? If I'm doing automation, I could talk all about advanced automation. So once you know your 3 big things, you really just have little categories, subcategories within those things, just like I've done with the marketing pages. See, so if I'm going out to my marketplace and I'm constantly putting out good content about here's what opt-in copy should look like, here's 5 different layouts of opt-in pages that are really working. I just did a Facebook Live video the other day. I had 3,600 people watching just spontaneously, just going over people's marketing pages and helping them with the layout and the copy ideas on the pages. Huge value to people, right? Really building the brand by doing that, generating goodwill. So that's the concept of how to do this. So you get it now, right? It's actually not that hard. So in the next video, what I want to do is I'm going to show you some actual articles and how this stuff actually works. So we'll lead by example. I'm going to give you 2 terrible examples that worked, and then I'm going to show you a really good example that you should follow. And the good news is it was real hard to make the terrible examples. Making the good examples is super easy, and anyone really has access to the tools to do it. So that's the end of this video. I'll see you in the next video for some examples.